Now I'm going to be honest, when I started YouTube, I really didn't think it would come down to this. Also, ignore the headset, I'm getting a new one in a couple days, and it's annoying me just as much as it's probably annoying you. Yo guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be reading some Jolyon fanfiction. I'm not proud of this, I'm really not. Basically, Carl658, you'll find his link in the description. He's been in a couple of my videos before. Oh.
You dirty slag.
He drives like a twat, but moving on. He was at home reading some Jolyon fanfiction because that's all he does all day. And he decided to send me this. As you may know, I did review the Jolyon website. One of the shittest websites I've ever been on. So yeah, Ollie sent me this, and I'm going to read it. It's a fanfiction including Jolyon Palmer, Pascal Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson. So I'm not looking forward to this, but let's get straight on into it. Okay, it's called A Year in F1. And the summary is Jolyon Palmer discovers something interesting about his friends Marcus and Pascal. I may need to get alcohol for this video. Chapter 1, Fit to Race. Jolyon was coming back to his hotel room. He spent his whole afternoon with a friend riding jet ski under a blazing sun. He spent his whole afternoon with a friend riding jet ski under a blazing sun. Well, this English is already off to a fantastic start, isn't it? The heat was stupidly hot, around 39 degrees. Fucking hell, that is hot. And Jolyon was definitely worn out. As soon as he closed the door of his room, he took his clothes off. Oh, fucking hell. Not even bothering keeping his boxers on. I don't want to read this, I really don't. Even though the room had air conditioning, Jolyon was still really hot and sweating heavily. So he decided to go into the bathroom to take a cold shower. The cold water felt like heaven on his skin. That's a really disturbing image. When he left the shower, he dried himself a little bit, just to not mess up the room. But he was still quite wet, and he stayed naked. One detail I just didn't need to know. It was still early for him to sleep, so he decided to surf on his phone. When a notification came up on Twitter... He goes on Twitter? Jolyon Palmer does not go on Twitter. I know that for a fact. Pascal Wehrlein is fit to race. He'll be back in his car this week. Jolyon was smiling like an idiot. And he was about to send him a text when Pascal texted him first to tell him he was going to kick his ass on Sunday. Well, yeah, he probably will. Instead of answering him, Jolyon decided to get dressed with a oh, thank God he's getting dressed. With a shirt and a tiny short. Just a short, okay. He was in front of the door, and after some hesitation, he knocked on it. Come on, Pascal said. I'm pretty sure it's come in, but okay. Slowly, Jolyon opened the door, and when he was in the room, he closed the door. They really go into detail in this, don't they? Like, they just give you facts you just don't need to know. As he turned himself into the right direction, he saw Pascal laying on his belly, on the bed, naked. This is only chapter 1. And nothing could have prepared Jolyon for what he was seeing right now, with Marcus, naked too, straddling his teammate. His cock was lying on Pascal's hole. Teasingly... I can't read this. I really can't. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Jolyon blurted, unable to take his eyes off Marcus' hardcock. Is that a nickname, or did this person just miss a word? Stop, Marcus said, while Jolyon was about to leave the room to let the two of them keeping... This English is shit. Stop, Marcus said, while Jolyon was about to leave the room to let the two of them keeping their activities. Fine, moving on. Do you want to join the fun? Not in the slightest. Jolyon was still unable to form any coherent thoughts in his head, and he was standing here looking at them with his mouth hung open. Hung. You fucking dyslexic child. Come on, we all know you want to join us, Marcus grinned, a devilish look on his face. He was looking hungrily at the growing bulge, thinking that if Jolyon wouldn't have put an underwear, his cock would poke out of his shorts. This is difficult to read on two fronts. The idea is really disturbing, and two, the English is just fucking dreadful. Jolyon didn't answer by words. The whole situation was so insane that no sounds could escape his lips except some awkward moans. Instead, he get closer of them. What? His clothes were flying off at an amazing speed, and he was naked in less than 5 seconds. His cock leaking with Nah, I'm done. I'm done. Pascal was lying on the bed on the wrong way up. Fucking hell. Jolyon decided to go in front of Pascal and started massaging his shoulder. Just a shoulder, okay? Without paying attention, his cock was resting on Pascal's hair. It's a pleasant image. It wasn't long before Pascal took Joe's cock in his mouth licking at the tip of it, making Joe's shiver. Why is that plural? Think you can both fuck me? Pascal said. I can't imagine Pascal saying that ever. Marcus was teasing his ass a lot, and Pascal was begging for more. Pascal was now laying on his back, his cock standing proud. He spread his legs out while Marcus took the lube and condoms. Open him up for me, please, Marcus asked Jolyon. Okay. Okay. I'm done. I'm not gonna read anymore. I'm not doing it. Well guys, that was probably one of the more disturbing videos on my channel. I don't really know why I recorded this. But yeah, message to Ollie, you can continue reading this all you want. I don't want any part of it. Please do not send me this again. I can confirm this has not turned me gay, and it's just made me hate Jolyon Palmer just as much, or maybe even more. He's a very hateable character. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know what to say. A bit scarred now. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight. And yeah, see ya. This thing has 7 comments now. I'm reading these. I am reading these. I love it. That was some surprise for Joe, but who could say no to these two batting their eyelids at them? Eyelids? Eyelashes. Shit. I'll have my fingers crossed that this race weekend provides good inspiration for you. They're driving F1 cars. What inspiration can you get for a gay fanfic? I guess Jolyon Palmer does rear end a lot of people. Well, that's one way to make sure Pascal's ready. Though I'm surprised he could sit down after that. Fucking hell. Oh my god. How much has this person written? What the fuck?